welcome back to I Married A Bigfoot. I'm the Angry Dad.
I'm the Not So Angry Mom.
And in this podcast, we talk about videos that I love to watch, videos I love to see. Look, I love Ancient Aliens. I love finding Bigfoot. I love paranormal, caught on camera. You know what I'm saying? Dead files, you name it. I watch it, and I subject my beautiful wife to it. You know, she humors me, but... is what it is, you know. And we have conversations during these videos, during these TV shows, during these things happening. And with the conversation we have, I was like, why not record this? Why not do this? Why not make this a podcast? And so now you have I Married a Bigfoot.
Where we discuss all kinds of craziness.
All kinds of, you know.
And I try to bring a little bit of logic to his out there mind.
just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can't reel me back in and sometimes you can't. So, you know. It is what it is. And with that being said, let's get into the first video. All right, first video we have is...
It's a super quick video, so it's a UFO.
Yeah.
In quotation marks. Sighting in San Diego. Now, this is like a 16-second video at the most. I don't think it has any sound. This is from Reddit.
Yes.
We're just going to zoom in here, and you can take a look. It's a very shiny... just thing floating in the sky. There's nothing really where you can kind of pull out exactly what it is. There's no like colors or definitive shapes or anything. It's just kind of like a weird little thing in the sky.
All right, now it's very shiny. It actually has a shape, and I'm gonna say it looks like a cow. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say it's a flying UFO cow.
It almost looks like it has a little bit of Mickey ears going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, it has this animated look of a cartoon cow where it has the horns that stick out. Yeah. It's got a big old face head. Yeah, exactly.
It looks like you can see kind of like body and legs
exactly.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, exactly. It does look weird. It's very quick. It's very fast. And like I said, this is in San Diego, so this is down in the LA area.
Maybe it escaped from Disneyland.
Escaped from Disneyland. It's like, fuck this place. I'm out.
But it doesn't have any colors like you would see on a normal Mylar balloon or something.
Yeah, or planes.
It all looks silver. So.
It has a very distinct shape to it right here. And what's crazy about it, like I said, it's floating and it's moving along. It's almost hovering where it's at. Mm-hmm. And I wish the video was just a little bit longer, but it's like, what the fuck are we looking at?
Yeah, it's just a few seconds. And there's not even any audio to see like what people are saying
about reactions or anything.
Yeah, so it's very open to interpretation.
Yeah. And what's crazy too, as it floats and as it moves, you can see the reflection of it. It almost looks like the head turns to look back like, do you see me? And then
like
moves.
It's spinning in kind of in air. Just as it's floating, it's kind of turning around.
And so when you look at it too, you don't see any pixelation. You don't see anything. You're just looking at something that's like just there. You know what I'm saying? But you could see the light reflecting off of it and on it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was digitally imposed onto a screen or anything like that. It looks like whatever it is, it's too far away to really kind of define what it is. Like, it almost looks like those big number balloons. Like, you could almost, if you had like a bunch of them stuck together and kind of tangled up, like maybe that got away, because I don't know that Disney puts out big floating Mickey Mouse cows.
Well, see, that's Mickey Mouse cows. Well, at the same time, you know, with something that big, that's something that large, you would think it's, you know, if it is some type of balloon, they do have weather balloons, and weather balloons aren't usually made from the Mylar materials, made from a whitish material. Mm-hmm. But even if it was a Mylar weather balloon,
like a coppery kind of color.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they have like a real different tint to it. But the thing is it has a very distinct cone shape with a little hump on the top, because, you know, things tend to go into the shape that, you know, gravity makes it, and gravity pulls down. But when you put air in things, air expands out, and it's usually round.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it doesn't look like any of the typical weather balloons that I've seen.
Yeah, exactly. From all the videos and stuff that I've watched.
It looks like some odd grouping of shapes that I can't really explain.
Exactly.
Other than, you know, like I said, a few Mylar balloons stuck together.
Well, even if it was Mylar balloons, depending on, like I said, it could be 20/20 tied together. But the thing is you definitely see some 2s and you definitely see some O's.
Yeah, I can't at least figure out if it is like those big number balloons or something. You can't see a particular shape, and it's kind of spinning and rotating and stuff. So you would think okay, maybe you can't see it from one angle, but you can see it from another,
Yeah.
and I can't see it.
Yeah,
from
you cannot see it at all.
Mickey Mouse cow.
Exactly. So we got an alien cow floating out in San Diego.
Yeah. So I don't know. You guys take a look at it and see what you think. See, maybe for anybody who lives in that area, maybe you guys saw it
and have better video or anything,
or know something about it. You know?
Exactly.
Let a Mickey Mouse cow balloon go. You know, but we'll post that one so you guys can take a look at it.
That's it.
Now the next one's kind of in the same vein. It's a UFO sighting.
Yeah.
Kind of a little far away, but still kind of got that floating thing. So this one's from TikTok.
Okay.
But now it's very different in the sense that you can clearly see the shape.
Yeah.
This one clearly looks like a donut.
Yeah, it does have a ring shape to it. You can see through the middle of it for a split second. Mm-hmm. And you can hear the people talking in the background.
Yeah, but it kind of does the same thing where it's pretty much floating and it's rotating.
All right, that end screen you hear is there's fighter jets in the background.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 of them, looking like they're going towards it.
Yeah. And then here's the thing, though, too. In the beginning of the video, you can see an airplane within the distance. So it gives you a good measurement of how big this thing is. Even though this thing is not as far as that plane is, you can really tell how high it is and that this thing is massive. Because
they're above, like, the cloud line in some mountains.
Yeah.
And you can see... way back in the distance, it's like a military plane.
No, I wouldn't say. I don't know if it's a
isn't that the tail and the kind of the big belly of those?
Yeah, they do have that.
It looks like a military plane. To me, I could be like a cargo plane.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, cargo plane, commercial plane. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, too, is if it's close to a military base, if it is, most commercial airplanes can't even fly in those directions or over those areas.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. Maybe it was like a military plane. You know, those cargo military planes, whatever, that deliver stuff.
Yeah.
Because that would coincide with the fighter jets if they just happen to be in the area. If this is not like an actual unidentified.
And see, here's the thing though too, is like as we're looking at it too, you can see the sun reflecting off the object, and you can as it rotates and it shines. But the thing is it's constantly trying to the camera's constantly trying to focus in on it.
Yeah.
And that's one of those telltale things that you can look at where it's focused and then it focuses out because like obviously if anything this guy's tapping on a screen trying to focus in on something, but as soon as it moves it's going to automatically go right out of focus. Because
one of the things is like the camera is moving constantly, and I think that comes from being zoomed in so far. Yeah. So any tiny movement,
it's dramatic. Yeah, it's going to be dramatic.
So that's the object looks like it's moving around, but it's really just the camera moving so much. So it's weird because it seems like it's just hovering there, kind of rotating, and whether or not those fighter jets were going towards it or not, who knows. One thing that I did notice, so you can see there's a lot of reflection happening on the actual object. Yeah. But towards the tail end of the video, if you zoom in on the thing, it's so bright it almost looks like it got shot or exploded or some type of fire emitted from it. Yeah, because
you can almost see a cone shape flying towards it like it was the back end of a missile. You know what I'm saying?
I would imagine if they actually hit it with something, it would probably do a lot more damage than a little tiny little spark of flame and stuff. But who knows? I don't know how any of that stuff. I also don't know how big this thing is.
Yeah, we don't know how big this thing is.
But it's just one of those things that it looks like little tiny explosions happening on it. It's so weird.
Yeah. And we obviously we can't tell the distance of this,
and you can
of how
see
far
kind
it
of
is.
How far that away? Yeah, that's the original plane.
Yeah, that's the original plane, and the distance from it, how high it is. So it's letting you know this is actually pretty close to the ground, but how far back it is. So you know what I'm saying, it's almost within the same distance. It almost looks like because of the way the shape, the size of the shapes are. Mm-hmm. But
they look similar in size. So imagine the size of a plane and this size of this donut thing, whatever it is. It doesn't seem like it could be just a small balloon or anything.
Exactly.
I mean, it's possible, and it's just a trick of the eye where it's way closer than a plane. But it seems like it's much farther away.
It does.
As far away as the plane, and they seem not the same size. The plane's obviously bigger, but pretty close in size. Yeah. Like imagine how small a person is in comparison to a big giant airplane.
Exactly. Like this thing looks completely fucking huge as fuck.
So that would have to be like a giant blimp.
Yeah, a blimp that's in the size of the shape of a donut. Yeah,
and the big boy's donut. It floated away.
Floated away.
It's Dr. Evil getting away, right?
Getting away. That's it.
So I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no,
that's hard to explain.
It is very hard to explain.
At least, maybe some people seen this, or maybe somebody has a better explanation. I don't know.
Well, UFOs come in all shapes and sizes. When we say UFOs, it's unidentified flying object.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is unidentified flying donut. You know what I'm saying? So UFD.
UFDs.
You know what I'm saying? So and it's legitimately looking like something like what the fuck? Because like I said, you get a couple of clear glimpses of it, and then it loses focus. But like I said, being zoomed in, max zoom, and you recording it, and you like sitting there trying all excited. Of course, you're not going to get any kind of clear of a picture.
Yeah.
But it's just so crazy when you look at it, because it's just like, what the fuck is this? And that ring that we thinking it's a donut, that could easily be like the bottom end of a, like it's round. And it's a dome shape, but it's reflecting so much that it's looking like it's clear. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we're just seeing something that's shiny.
Blue, and like I said, it reflects the sky. So even if it's not hollow, it could just be reflecting the same color as the sky.
Exactly.
So it just looks like a donut.
It could be a standard UFO as we're looking at this right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of those things, too, with military jets. I wish this video was a little bit longer so we could see if there's some kind of interaction between the jets and this UFO.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That definitely would have been cool. But you know what I'm saying?
TikTok, you only get a few seconds.
You only get 60 seconds. And on top of that, too, like as soon as something appears like this, it quickly disappears. Because that's one of those things about UFOs is, most people don't know. And this is going from years, decades of watching UFOs, aliens, TV shows, documentaries, you know what I'm saying? Theories of what these things are and what these things can do. And, they use anti-gravity technology. But the thing is with these anti-gravity technologies, you have to surround the ship with a gravitational field. And that gravitational field, what they say is it can either help make the UFO disappear or slip in and out of timelines so it can slip through into another dimension and leave as fast as it shows. Okay. All right, so when it shows up, it could easily be like gone, and then like if in a split second, like where did it fucking go? It's and it just slipped into a different reality, a different time stream, or it opened up its own wormhole and just fucking disappeared.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. It's hard to know exactly how that technology works. Well, it's all theoretical.
It's all theoretical, you know what I'm saying? But with a degree, an extensive degree is that I have
PhD.
My PhD of all these TVologies. All right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's unexplained. We don't know, but it is pretty interesting. It's UFD. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unidentified flying donut.
Yeah.
And those guys were like excited, like what the fuck?
The military was really happy about those donuts, so they were on their way to collect the UFD.
That's it.
So
all right.
So let's take a look at the next one. The next couple ones we have are some short paranormal ghosty type
all right.
ones. So the first one we're gonna look at is let's look at this one. It's quick, 18 seconds.
All right.
Of those type of videos.
I remember seeing this one on TikTok.
So I go to bed myself. What the f*** is that?
Okay.
All right. Now check this the fuck out.
Okay, so I seen the original video that this person is commenting on in this TikTok. Yeah. So this original, at least from my brain, what I remember, this lady, she has paranormal stuff happen kind of constantly. She was in her living room. She was talking about, I'm getting ready to go to bed, just nothing. The dogs started acting weird. She has a couple of dogs. I think it was like 3 or 4. And they all started looking down the hallway. Yeah. And there's a baby gate up to keep them from going down the hallway. But they're all like standing kind of at attention, like checking it out.
Yeah, aware of something.
I don't think they were barking or anything yet, but they were all very much paying attention. Yeah. And then she's all, oh, what the fuck is that? Because you can see something,
a mist,
a shape,
a black mist, a black
in a doorway
presence
that's along the hallway.
Yeah.
Now the person who's commenting on this video, he says it's a demon. He's all, this is why I forget what he says, but we can play
Is
it.
demonstrative of those type of videos that I don't like watching alone.
So he doesn't like to watch them alone, but he zooms in on the video.
Yeah.
So if you look right in the doorway, you can kind of see the dog paying attention to it. So obviously, at least to my perception.
Yeah. And as soon as he notices it, it literally
jumps out of the way.
But it just doesn't jump out of the way. You could see the mist. Like, it literally starts here, and then it sucks itself back in. Mm-hmm. So it gives you, like, this weird flowing direction to it.
Like, this looks like almost like a face sideways to me.
Yeah, like a set of eyes.
Baby face with a bunch of black mist around it. But it's weird because, you think if you see this stuff, you're like, oh, someone just edited it that way or whatever. But the dogs are paying attention.
Yeah, yeah. Dogs are very aware of that shit.
Anything down that hallway and they just took an opportunity to use this video. But I've seen the original one and it looks like this. It's not as zoomed in, so you can't see the face and stuff as clear. So whether or not that was edited on top of that, but there was a dark shape on the original video, at least that I seen.
Well, see, and that's the thing though too is when you're able to crop it and zoom it in just enough and get that free flowing, and what it is too is a lot of times when you're looking at images, you're so focused on a whole image you can't see what is happening. So when you get those small crops, like look here. I'm going to take all the distraction out of the video. Yeah. Because you have the dogs, you have the lady talking.
And you don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're looking at the video, unless you've watched it a lot of times to analyze each individual kind of little part, because that happens with some of the videos that we look at. I'm like, I don't know where I'm looking at. I hear everybody's reaction, but I don't know where I'm looking at. So these type of videos, at least you can, it helps focus in on what
it does.
What is causing this reaction from the woman, from the dogs, all that stuff.
And it's one of those moments you're like, oh, fucking
what the fuck
shit.
Is that? You need to move.
I need to move. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the shit doesn't follow you. You need to fucking, you definitely need to get the fuck out of this. Because fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's like, I've had enough.
It doesn't look solid enough to have been a person.
No, not at all.
Playing like a game. It's like you were saying, like a mist, but it kind of pulls itself back.
Exactly.
It's weird.
Very flowing too, because it's like it just wipes past. You know what I'm saying? That's not the motion it's making is like no, and it's dark enough, and because obviously there's light, and so the light is being absorbed by the darkness right off top. So that's how it makes it stick out so much more. You know what I'm saying? So that is definitely one of those moments of time to leave. Yeah, exactly. Look, that's what you get for fucking around. That's what you get for doing some crazy fucking shit.
You don't know. We're playing the Ouija board and calling demons.
Let me tell you right now, that's what white people do. All right, period.
Not this one.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying you. I'm saying the majority of white people out there fucking do this shit where they're just like, I'm going to fucking contact something. I'm going to reach out there. I feel safe enough. Ghosts aren't real, and then they find out they're real as fuck, and now they're haunted, and they're dealing with it.
They're dealing with all those demons.
That's what you fucking get. Just saying.
No Ouija boards.
No Ouija boards. Learn your fucking lessons, people. Exactly. Watch these fucking videos, watch these fucking movies, and understand. Don't
fuck with it.
Don't fuck with it.
Don't bring that demon to my house.
That's it.
So, but you guys check it out. See what you think about that. Let's take a look at the next one. Now this is a security cam. He's this guy in his living room. It's like from a nanny cam, so it's up in the corner facing down into the living room. He's kind of working out.
He was doing some he was doing skull crushers for those who are wondering.
And his front door just opened on its own.
Which that there's not very often, but if the door's locked, both locks latch and top, because obviously you can see in this door there's two fucking things. You know what I'm saying?
And he says, "Watch the pumpkin," so you can see.
Yep. And there it is.
And his reactions are decent.
Yeah.
Not to say that it couldn't be acting.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple of things that are happening.
Yeah, it's definitely, something. This guy's got the right idea.
He's like, and I'm getting the fuck out of it. That's what I liked about this video.
That's what I can appreciate.
He had a reasonable reaction. Exactly. He was pretty shocked.
Yeah.
Each thing was like, what the fuck? The door was like, okay, maybe the wind blew.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Our door will
I'm in the front. I'm in the front of the house, and obviously it looks like it's maybe snowing outside. It's warm in the house, so that conflict of temperatures could creak the door open, maybe, and it pop open. So I could see that happening. But right off top, that pumpkin sliding, and then that the second right aside, that second item that fell, it just didn't fall. It flipped and flicked over.
So we can look at it again.
Yeah.
So it's weird. The door doesn't look like it's ajar, but it looks. But the thing is it opens and closes itself. Yeah. So that's weird, but not impossible.
It's like the ghost was like, "Oh, wrong house."
It's like, "Oh, let me let myself in real quick. I'm gonna shut the door."
That's it. Oh, my bad. I thought you was gone, bro.
Exactly. And then that little pumpkin gently sliding off.
Gently.
It's not even like it was just knocked off.
Yeah.
It slid across the table and flew off. So it's. I mean. I'm just trying to think. Could somebody have opened that door on the other side? Possibly.
Yeah.
You can't really see. Could somebody have pulled, strings or something?
Possibly.
Possibly.
But the way that one fell, no.
Yeah, that one fell.
It literally flicked.
And I've seen these shelves before. They are flat and have a little lip to keep things from falling off. So they would have really had to yank that off of there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, this guy's trying to get a fucking quick pump in, trying to get them fucking gains. And then this ghost just fucks up his fucking shit. Yeah.
October 2020.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
2020's fucking up his
house. 2020's fucking up his house. He's like, I hope this guy moved.
I don't know where this is at.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like I said, just by looking through the window, it looks cold. It looks like snow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just making assumptions. It could be just fucking rainy and dark outside.
Yeah, it could be anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can kind of explain the door, but right off fucking top, whatever.
Unless it was a full setup.
Yeah.
Which is possible.
Yeah.
But even still, I think it would be a little tough.
Yeah.
To do all those things because you can't see.
Yeah.
Any strings.
Yeah.
And nobody else is in the room.
Yeah, and he's all by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Unless he set it up when he picked up his other weights and the bands and stuff, it's. Yeah. I think this one might be real.
Yeah, this one's like I said, the door you can maybe explain, but the fucking the stuff sliding now. You know what I'm saying? Because right off top, he walks past the pumpkin, so you'd easily see a string that's leading down which I'm assuming are stairs. Mm-hmm. So he would literally walk either over them, trip over them, or move them, and that pumpkin's gonna definitely jerk. But it didn't until after the fact he got into another position.
And it didn't jerk at all. It gently slid across.
Exactly. And he's just getting the wits about himself. He's like, oh, okay,
Let me try it. I'm just losing it.
That's it. And then, nope. And then he goes to the next item right there. Look.
And just like you were saying, it lifts up and then tips over.
Exactly.
So I don't know how that would have been done.
And this guy's like, yep, I'm fucking gone.
I don't give a fuck. Get me out of this house.
Howdy. I'm not even trying to deal with this fucking shit.
Exactly.
I'd
be gone too.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job, Marcus Monroe.
You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for the videos other than our up next Paranormal in the News.
Paranormal in the News.
So let's take a look at this one.
All right. This is Fox News Live.
Fox News Live. It's real then. The truth is out there.
A new report from American Intelligence.
Mr. Tucker Carlson.
Something that's rumored for a while. Late last year, a U.S. Navy F-A-18 fighter jet took a very clear photograph on a personal phone of a triangle-shaped unidentified aerial phenomenon. That vehicle, whatever it was, appeared to be operating with a propulsion system that generated no visible exhaust. Hard to see how that could happen. The sighting likely places the UFO near a U.S. nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. That shouldn't be surprising because a string of UFO sightings have involved nuclear reactors and warheads.
Is that something they'll go around?
Yes.
Some detail on underwater.
Let's hear what they say, and then I'll definitely break that down.
Okay. Explain. Tom Rogan has been following all of this quite carefully for some time. He's a columnist for Washington.
Is this all everything he's talking about? He just showed a digital UFO.
Yeah, this is just the news. There's nothing. There's no actual footage yet.
Yeah. It's a triangle-shaped UFO.
And thanks for covering this because not enough journalists, I think, do.
Yeah.
The late 2019.
But Fox News covers the real news.
Essentially involved a U.S. carrier strike group, as with the incident in 2004 and 15, doing its workups on pre-deployment, preparing to go abroad and do the missions that the Navy are assigned. And the pilots are flying off the coast, off the Atlantic seaboard, and see essentially a black triangle, white sort of indicator lights on its peripheral tips coming out of the water very quickly and then accelerating at extremely high speed at about a 90-degree angle. And one of the pilots took a photo, very good photo, I'm told, by multiple sources on his iPhone. And myself and Tim McMillan, who really led the charge in this investigation, have sort of tied it down. So I think the real point of note on this is that this phenomenon, whatever it is, continues to occur.
It came out of the water. So expound on that a little bit. There have been over the years a number of reports of unidentified underwater vehicles moving in ways that don't make any sense at all. Tell us what you know about that.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons the Navy is very sensitive about this topic, is because it essentially doesn't want either China or Russia in particular to figure out whatever these vehicles are, because they appear to be intelligently controlled, figure out how they do what they do, because they move at hundreds of knots under the water, or at least they can, and they maneuver in ways that would essentially render a submarine or an aircraft carrier or any, quite frankly, military warship extremely vulnerable to attack. And the capabilities, because of what we understand in terms of friction under the water, right, that these things manifest. And then what they do in the air as well, you know, this is some special stuff, whatever it is.
Well, a bullet doesn't travel hundreds of knots an hour underwater for long. I mean, I don't think any human-made object ever has. We've never imagined something like that. So what could be the explanation?
Right. You know, and it's very interesting. The Russians have a new system called Canyon, which is an underwater drone system that travels very fast, but nowhere near as fast as these things, and is nuclear powered. And so it's a very different propulsion system. And I think that is the exigent point, that what these things can do in air, underwater, in space, at least in low orbit, are beyond any capability that we can identify with an Earth nation, either in delivery, in platform, something that a military is showing, or is in development.
Right. Or has even been conceived of. I mean, let's be honest. This is really out of the realm. Tom, great to see you tonight. Thank you for that report.
All right, first of all,
we had a little break there.
Oh yeah, we had a little break.
And your dad really had to absorb.
Yeah, I really had to.
I
have not seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what I'm gonna say. Everything that they showed in here was stock Tic Tac footage of everything that's been shown. So obviously,
they didn't actually show the photo that they were reporting.
They're referring to
took on an
the iPhone. Yeah, so obviously that we didn't see that at all. I've seen all this footage before.
Yeah.
And they're just bullshitting everything they're saying. This is just a fluff piece, but at the same time, this is what I'm going to break down. UFOs are attracted to nuclear devices, nuclear warheads, nuclear weapons, nuclear reactors, nuclear everything, because what it is they're trying to, and this is what speculated, is that they're always trying to maintain how much power we have and the abilities to control it. So with the nuclear reactions that are produced, UFOs are very attractive because of the immense amount of power that it generates.
What if they absorb just power just in the
well, then that's one of the things that you always talk about too, is them being close enough to them to where they can just through the atmosphere absorb the energy to the UFO. All right, and then the second thing they're talking about there is no conceived things about how they can travel so fast underwater, and this is one of those things that I've talked about before, where UFOs use anti-gravity, and with anti-gravity, it develops a shield around it. And
so there'd be no friction.
There's no friction, there's no nothing. So just like they fly through the air, when they go through the water, there's no water touching the thing. No touching the UFO. There's no. They're in there. They're completely protected, and so it's like the water doesn't even exist. So there's no friction. So they can literally go as fast as they can. Because a lot of times when these UFOs are being talked about and it leaves the water, it's not wet.
Yeah.
It's dry. It takes off. It's just a whew, it's out of the water. There's no fucking huge splash. There's no nothing. It's just in, out, smooth. That's just how it goes. All right. And so, that's one of those things. And they always talk about the German, the not Germans, the Russians have this, the Russians have that. Well, people have all kinds of fucking shit. We have shit. We have nuclear reactive, thermal wolf fucking submarines out there that travel way faster than the fucking Russian shit travels. We know about it now. We have pictures, we have steels, we have all these things, but the thing is things are constantly always being developed.
Yeah.
DACA fucking has all these fucking weapons that are to the US's fucking... There's a reason why we spend the most in fucking warfare.
All the military.
And then all the militaries put together, all right? It's because we have all these fucking tactical weapons that we're not even allowed. Even the president doesn't even fucking know.
Hey, Trump, if you remember from the last episode, Trump knows about the aliens.
He knows about the aliens, but we have black market budget fucking things that aren't even at that level. Yeah. All right, they're like things that these.
Oh, it's just a blank check.
Yeah, it's just a blank check.
Nobody knows what it's for.
It's just a blank check.
Your budget is
exactly.
what it is.
You know what I'm saying? And it only appears when we need it. You know what I'm saying? It's possible deniability. He doesn't know, so if something happens, it didn't happen to us because we don't know nothing about it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is too is you got to remember the aliens have been here. The guy from fucking
years,
the guy, yeah, for years. So how do you think we're developing these things? We just didn't think of these things. Humans are not smart enough to make microwaves, cell phones, any of that stuff. That is all stolen technology. All right off fucking top. Yes. There's no way we have iPhones and computers and laptops in the short amount of time that we've had.
With our Neanderthal brains.
Yeah, with our Neanderthal brains. All right. We only know hunt, kill, eat, and sleep. That's all we fucking know. We don't know jack fucking shit. All the technologies that we've had increased, that's because of the fucking aliens that's already been here. Trump knows about that, but the reason he knows about that is because he's trying. He wanted that next fucking run, but he didn't get that run because he didn't start the alien. He didn't talk about the aliens right away. If he would have, guess what?
That's what lost him.
That's what lost him thing. Because what it is look, all presidents know. Look. Oh, we want to. Well, I'm gonna see what's going on in Area 51, and I'm gonna let you guys know. Not one president has ever fucking really come through on that promise. You know how many people would have came through on the promise like, I got this shit. Vote yes for me, and I'll let you know exactly what's going on in Area 51. Oh, you want to see a Bigfoot?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? UFO will land on the White House property for me to fucking be, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? Everyone would have fucking did. You know? And then everyone would have been cool with it. Space Force would have been a thing. And fucking no one would have fucking blinked an eye. And then we'd have aliens stealing our jobs.
Real
aliens.
Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial aliens, all right? Because we are human beings on this earth. And anything outside, that's an alien.
Yeah.
All right, period.
Yep.
Just saying.
There you go.
Yeah, but that was just a fluff piece. He didn't even show. Like, if he would have showed what a screenshot of I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I could have made a little more determination on how credible.
I was like, I obviously am not a military fighter pilot. I don't know what they're allowed to take with
them. Well, they're classified.
But it seems a little complicated to also have your iPhone out where you're flying.
Let's not even have the iPhone. Look, iPhones have trackable technology.
You would, they would know exactly where that came from.
You are on a fucking classified area. You can't read about this stuff. You can't read about his report on him flying out and about because guess what? It's classified because those are just routine, information that they need to do so they can prepare themselves. So it's not something. So him having an iPhone. Because he's tweeting his picture as he's flying. Like
the government.
Exactly. Like he ain't got his fucking iPhone on with him.
Yeah.
All right. And so
even if he does, the government has
protocols.
Well, the protocols, but also a lot of times they'll, at least from my knowledge, if you use your personal device during any actual government kind of where you're actually working, they own that. They own that that document. If you're using it for work purposes, well, they have access to it.
So ain't no one taking a fucking personal fucking video while they're flying.
I mean, might have took it, but guess what?
That's never gonna see the light of fucking
it was found out,
and he's no longer existent. All right, people disappear all the time. All right, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Okay.
It was just a fluff piece. We didn't get the fucking actual.
Come on, Tucker Carlson.
You know what I'm saying? Step up your fucking game, Tucker fucking Carlson.
My God.
Show me the fucking picture. Show me the proof. It's not. And
he seemed at least serious.
Yeah, he was at first.
Because most people that report on UFOs, it's all in a jokey kind of way where it's like, oh, I don't want to be taken too seriously. I'm just going to talk about this. We're going to show the videos. We're going to do this. He seemed like real intense. And I don't watch him, so I don't know if that's his normal MO. But He seemed like this was
They blew it off
legitimate
at the end.
news.
They both laughed at each other.
Yeah,
and they were
yeah, a little
like,
bit.
yeah, we ain't showing shit.
And they didn't.
And they didn't.
So there you go.
Disappointing. So, this is I Married a Bigfoot. I'm the Angry Dad.
I'm the not saying your mom.
Tell me how right I am.
Or what?
How right I am.
Or how wrong I am. Or if you have that video from that pilot,
Flying cow.
send it to us. Or of the flying cow in San Diego.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's
Whatever.
it.
Any of these videos.
Send us that screenshot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, I will never reveal any of our sources, even though I have no ability
May
to
or
mask
may not
anything.
tag you in an Instagram.
Exactly. I cannot be held accountable for my actions.
Definitely not. Never.
So, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Yeah!